Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Trash Talk 2024. The first of many. The first of what will probably be around 40 or 50 episodes this year. Yeah, because, 52 weeks. We do some streams. We do some in-person appearances.
Not starting off my first day of the year doing math, Nate.
You're going to have to do the math, Ryan.
I don't want to do the math.
Do the math, Ryan.
I hate math. Math sucks.
Do the math, Ryan. 7 plus 7 plus 7. Oh, do you do quicker.
Tick, tick, time's a ticking.
All right. Let's try and not wreck this. Let's roll into this. Hey, we rolled into that pretty smooth. The first transition of the new year was a smoothie. A smoothie Benino transition. I like it. How's everybody doing? Everybody in chat, how are we doing? How was your holidays? How is your new year going? Is it treating you well so far? We're doing pretty okay so far. How you doing so far, Ryan?
I'm doing good.
Doing better?
Just got over a cold. Got over a cold just in time to go back to work.
Yes, you did, buddy.
Oh, it was rough. I was like, I don't want to be sick and not be able to go and actually do work because I kind of need money.
Yep. It's one of those sinister little picadillos, we call it.
Picadillo.
I don't know where that word came from, man.
No, I had a good time. Went to Saskatchewan and seen my sister and my mom, my niece.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Bluey is like crack to kids.
I watched me some Bluey with Serenity. It's good stuff.
It's a pretty fucking funny show.
Those little kids get going crazy. They're like, they're playing with dad and stuff and running around and chasing each other and
And just screaming. The part that makes me laugh is the one we watched was like whale watching, and it was like after New Year's or something.
Yeah.
And the parents are like clearly hungover. They're just like laying on the floor and on the couch, and they're just like,
Australian, nothing better than Australian parenting, am I right? It's a very touch and go kind of thing. Australian
send
parenting.
you to the outback. If you fucking make it, you make it. I feel like the population would be like way less if that was the fucking case.
Yeah, truer words, man. Truer words have not been spoken.
Everybody there would be like fucking Crocodile Dundee then. Just like fucking. Just everyone walking around with crocodile teeth on their hats and fucking big machetes on their hips.
Yep. Call that the Paul Hogan effect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just trying to set up some stuff here. Trying to get some... How's everybody? Can everybody hear us okay? Turn us up a little bit more. Keep us in that sweet spot. There we go. Ryan. We're doing good. Yes. Happy New Year to you too. Watch me tug. I would like to do that one day. Provocative. Very provocative. I was
gonna say, you have a mirror.
Very provocative name. It ain't no Milk Cosby, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Fantastic. So we got some videos. We got some Dayglo abortions. We were at Dayglo abortions last night, and I gotta tell ya, Cretin for just beating colon cancer. This is what I got. This is my problem with bans again, Ryan. Before we start, let's go into a rant about bans, okay, Ryan? Let's start the new year off right with a rant about bans.
Let's get bitter.
I'm gonna turn on my New York accent for this. So, We had Dayglo abortions last night. It's New Year's Eve. You got a bunch of young bands on the bill, okay? The break-ins, they crushed it. These kids are all 10 years old and under. There's 3 of them out of this world. Then Rising Tempest opens up the show. They play Caught in a Mosh by Anthrax. And good Lord, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. I jumped on stage with Mixed Blame. We sang a song about punching out transphobes because there's nothing better on New Year's Eve. I mean, Nazis and transphobes, they work so hard to have somebody come and punch them out. I would be remiss and disrespectful to not oblige these kinds of feelings. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you were at Chris Webby. I bet Chris Webby had a lot of just fantastic political commentary to put out to his fans that absolutely had nothing to do with music or celebrating New Year's.
Just shut up and play the fucking song.
You know, we got a freedom of speech, and we're oppressed, and we got to make sure that we, big middle finger to Trudeau. And that's pretty much the substance that I expect out of Chris Webby these days.
It's okay. Whoever gets into office next, everybody's just going to blame them for the shit that's been getting fucked up for years.
Oh, yeah. That's what politics is for.
It's how it works, right? When you win, you inherit all the blame from the previous guy.
All the little regular people, the silent majority, all of us lower class wage slaves, whatever keeps us distracted from the fact that we have the power to organize and create better lives for ourselves and create communities, whatever keeps us arguing, that's what they want. That's why all news stations, that's why all TV stations are tuned to controversy. Content creators on the internet, you don't get seen by the algorithm unless you got some sort of controversy to rest on. You don't get. Oh, let's fix Ryan's name tag here. It's a little bit weird. What's going on, Ryan?
It's so big here. We're gonna what? We're gonna move it over. We're gonna like shift it.
What is going on? Okay, here we go. We'll just do it like this. Let's do it like this. Okay, so whatever keeps us arguing and keeps us from from organizing and understanding that we, as the silent majority, hold the power as taxpayers. And people don't understand this. The middle class the bottom of the middle class starts at $1 million a year with no debt. So all these people who think they're middle class people are totally wrong, totally out of this world. And as long as they argue about it and they fight about it and they keep everybody pushed down and they don't push up, then it doesn't matter about any election because it's just going to be fighting and arguing because that's what they want from us. That's why you go from a consumer class to the ownership class, and then the ownership class starts to accept you, and then you move on, and because it's a class war. It's entirely a class war. But ranting about bands. So we get on. These kids absolutely killed it. Murray Acton just recovered from surgery from having his goddamn ass removed. He got cancer in his ass, and they took it out. And he ripped this set. God damn, better than most people that I see out there that are begging and saying, oh, we don't play shows unless it's at this time. We don't play shows unless it's on the weekends. We don't play shows unless we get paid this much. I'm sure that Murray obviously has, being in Dayglo and everything, they flew him out for this. So, I'm sure he has a rate. But Murray also plays... Exactly, that's just it. Murray will also play in small bars like the Zoo in Innisfail. Or like a bar like Vern's way out in Nova Scotia or something, you know? Because that's the spirit of what he does. He's been doing this for almost 50 years now. So to see him play something, and we're going to get into it. We're going to check these out. He ripped it up, and I was so pumped to see it. And now it just makes me hate people who complain even more, Ryan.
Even more?
I know you guys didn't think it was possible, but it is now. Now I hate people who whine even more. Okay, now there's a difference between, because I don't have a problem with people who complain as long as they talk about the difficulties they're having in order to like help cultivate and brainstorm a solution. You know, like, hey, I'm having this difficulty right now. It's really getting under my skin. Can you help me out? Here's some things I've tried, you know, nice and calm and collected. Not just ranting and just like
Bill Burring it out there.
Just minging about stuff. And then you try and say like, "Oh, well, what if you did this?" No, I already tried that. Okay. Well, have you tried this? No, I haven't tried that. I think that would
I just want it to fix itself. I don't want to put in the work.
That'd be stupid. I don't want to do that. The constant negativity, it's just, it burns me. It hurts my skin. I hate it. I hate it so much. Even though I'm guilty of it too, but I try to be very, very conscious of it. I try to always have a solution attached to it. And hey, we're construction workers, so a lot of our communicating to each other is through complaining about just really dumb stuff, right?
Yeah, right. Well, you don't want to just like,
Nobody takes that seriously, though.
Can't be straight up about it. You got to complain about it.
Nobody takes that seriously anyway. So how about we get into some Dayglo abortion? Who wants to see Dayglo abortions? They had some songs, man. Holy, their new album is a kicker. It speaks some real truth. There's some real truth on that album, some real hardcore punk rock truth, and I am 100% all for it. Okay, let's check this out, Ryan. I wonder if this is on the right. Let me check my settings here and make sure we're all in the right spot. We're not going to keep you guys for too long because me and Ryan haven't worked in a week, so we got to make sure we get to bed and get rested up. But we are going to check out some tunes. Let's roll it. I'm just going to let it ride, guys. Let me know if it's too quiet or anything. Also, let me know how it's like if you can hear it good, if you can hear it bad. I want to know how it sounds to people who are listening, because I did do a little bit. I've been learning a little bit of extra, techniques to use the tools that are in DaVinci for editing sound. I'm not a sound engineer. I give it a lot of respect for those people who are sound engineers, but I definitely think the audio that I'm able to get now using what I know how to use and the little research that I do here and there, I think these sound pretty good for coming out of the microphone that we got. So let me know. A little bit of limiter, a little bit of compressor, a little bit of EQ. Look at him. Clark, man, he just rips.
Right?
So let me pause this for a sec here. Oh no, that was the wrong button. So this guy right here, he's obscured by the Loud as Hell logo. He's getting rough with the kids, and he's a little bit drunk. And Jim, my friend Tanya was looking down. She's like, this guy's getting rough with the kids. I'm like, looking. I was like, yeah, these kids know how to hit back. And they're tussling around, and sure enough, he gets bowled by this kid, like slammed across the floor. And I was like, I tapped Tanya on the shoulder. I was like, see, these kids know how to hit back. So then I'm standing by the camera, and she looks at me again. She's like, he just choked this kid. I look over, and this kid's pointing to his throat, talking to his friends down on the floor. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go down there and have a peek. So I go down, I talk to Jim, and Jim is looking already at this guy, and he is already seeing this guy. I was like, okay, so here's the plan. If this guy takes another hit at one of these kids, let me know. I'll come back in, and I'll do a circle around with my jacket on, and I'll give him a slam, just barrel him, and then we'll slide him out of the side of the crowd, and we'll have a chat with him. And luckily, we didn't need to do that. We've done that move a couple of times over the years. Like, that's kind of just the go-to. You give them a good slam as like a jostle, and then everybody just kind of takes them out of the side, and they usually come out to the side on their own for a breather after a slam. And then we talk to them like, hey man, you can't be getting rough. Like, you need to mosh with your arms, mosh with your shoulders. You don't mosh with your hands around people's necks, man. Like, come on.
yeah.
Everybody,
they're kids.
Everybody complains about these spin kickers and the hardcore kids, and you know, that's dangerous too. But there's pits, you know, there's certain vibes and certain atmospheres. When you're in a hardcore pit,
read the room.
Yeah, you're in a hardcore pit and they start spin kicking, and guess
Keep
what?
your fucking head down.
That's right. You stay off to the side. When you're in a slam pit, though, you know, these kids put their arms around each other and headbang together in unison. You know, they don't beat each other up in the pit. So we took them off to the side, and Jim had a good chat with them, and it was all good. It was no problems. It was actually for how heavy and how intense these pits got. Oh, one girl, somebody fell on her hand, and it really freaked her out. A lot of the kids are also sensitive, and these shows are their safe space, but it's very, very easy to get worked up, and I'm even losing a lot of energy these days to shows to try and keep my guard up and to stay from being overstimulated and having to leave early. I've had to leave a couple of shows early in the last couple of months because being overstimulated and just too overcharged and burnt out. So I understand, but it was good. It went good. We're going to keep on checking this out. So the kind of sound I'm going for in these videos is I'm trying to go, here's my deal. And I've had a lot of pushback on this. My thing is I'm not trying to give people an excuse to stay home and watch these videos. As odd as that sounds, right? Because everybody would think like, hey, you're putting these on your YouTube. Obviously you want to get views and this and that. And that's true. That's a part of it. But I'm not using, there's a reason why I get so many videos and why I go out to so many shows. And it's because I'm not trying to use, and look, you can see me right in hiding in here. I'll pull this up. This is me hiding in the corner getting video clips. Oh, come on, you little devil. See that little trash talk shirt down there? And then there's me stretched with my arm, and there's the camera. I'm a very long boy when I stretch. Look, I'm there's, I think that's 4 people. I'm a 4-person. That's roughly 3-person on the width-wise, on a stretch on the length-wise. You know, that's math in America. That's American math right there. It's American measurements. So I'm trying to get the sound of the show, not the sound of the band that is playing the show. I want to get the sound of the whole show. I want to get the, like you said, the feedback, which was live. I want that. I want people to know what the sound is live, and that's exactly what I'm looking for, is somebody to say, like, hey, I can hear these things, because I want to get the sound of the show so that people can be enticed into coming out to these shows. I want people to come out to the shows. I don't want people to just sit back and watch. Of course, if you know, some people can't come out to shows. A lot of people can't come out to shows. And by all means, sit back and watch the videos. And hopefully the sound is good enough that you would want to watch the videos and not turn them off. You can adjust the volume as you like, and you're not going to lose a lot of tone or anything, a lot of sound. But when you're at the show, you're going to be experiencing the show. When you watch these videos, it's going to sound like it's going to sound a lot closer than if you walked in the bar and you were at the show. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm really trying to get here.
Yeah. Who's homie that's fucking stopping people from hitting you?
I'm good, though.
It's nice to see when people do that.
Yeah, this ain't my first rodeo. A lot of people, when I'm wearing my vest, like obviously I wasn't in this one, but when I'm wearing my leather vest, I try to take off my leather vest before I go and shoot and get low like that, because the spikes on them they're pointy and they're solid. So I put them right in like the double, triple layered ribbing of the leather in my leather vest, so they stand up. And when people try and, like, I've had people give me a pat on the back and they hit those spikes and they pull back and, like, look at their hand, and I've seen people stab themselves with those spikes. So I try to take my leather vest off before I go shoot at the front of the pit, because I don't want anybody falling and putting their hand on my shoulder and getting one of those spikes, like, in their hand. That would suck and be gross, because those spikes are, like, not
longer
clean.
ones. Like, you know how they get those little vests for the little dogs with the fucking, they got like the big long plastic things on them? So you get a bunch of those for a vest.
No, Ryan, I just said that I don't want it to be a weapon. It's so awesome to listen to these songs that I've heard over and over and over again live, you know, from the Giants.
Yeah.
There's a song I'm trying to get to. This guy. This guy over here, that was like, that's Blark's, like, walking stick over there. He guides Blark around. one of the Jack boys there. I'm pretty sure he's in Sick Ritual.
What happened? They just fucking the wing nut came off it, or?
Yep. That happens really easily.
Yeah.
Cymbals spin, it'll grab that foam. If it's too tight, that foam will spin out, right? Sometimes drummers will hit the little fucking nut and spin it off with the drumstick. Andy used to do that, my cousin, when we played in World Class. He used to also bust his knuckle off every show.
So now we can't even call him an asshole.
No, he doesn't have one anymore.
Okay. This one is called White People.
Oh, this song is so good. Don't take it the wrong way, man. This is my favorite song of the year. It just rips.
Heard it last night at like fucking 10:30.
Oh, man. White people. Fuck yeah. White people feeling sorry for themselves. They just tear it up, man. This is real hardcore punk rock. This is hardcore. These guys invented it. Like, they were one of the first bands to do this stuff.
think they ever played that joke on Mark where you slip out a fucking symbol for pizza?
God damn, I love that tune too much, man. This is another one off their new album. Hell yeah, Dayglo. So, this is a short stream today. We're wrapping her up. We will be back next Monday with more stream, more sweet loving. We have 2 pin bar shows this month, January 15th and January, let's go with this finger. Let's get this finger up. Oh, January 29th. I gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah. Alex, call an ambulance.
Just break my own finger. That's incredibly hard to do that. Ryan, you know what, Ryan? Let's call it white.
This hand, not so much.
Hey, man. I'm white, okay? Very, very weak. Very sensitive, okay? Thank you guys so much for a great year in 2023. Thank you for the support. Everything live. Thank you for everybody who bought a shirt. Thank you to everybody who gives us shout outs about shows, who sends us bands, who comes to the streams every night, every time we have a stream, who subscribes, who give us a reason to keep doing this. And don't get me wrong, there's been lots of times in the last year that I've wanted to just hang it up. Just because not because I didn't want to keep doing it, but because I thought there was no reason to keep doing it, and I thought I looked like an idiot for doing it because nobody wanted me to do it. You know, I thought that I thought that people kind of saw me as like, oh, there's Nate with his little cameras. Let's let him shoot this stuff and whatever, right? I thought that it was people being polite and letting me do stuff because that's what we do. We support each other. We let each other have a space to do what everybody wants, right? But I didn't think anybody took it as seriously as I took it. But a lot of things that happened this year really changed my mind. Ryan, my guy over here, Mr. Rye guy, he's always the one in my ear telling me like, no, man, you're overthinking it. You're putting too much concern into it. It's not as deep as that. Like we're good. We're shooting.
Eat the rest of that mushroom. We'll be okay.
Yeah. That's another one, you know. And like I've trying out some new stuff this year. I'm not going to talk about the big stuff because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the kind of guy to start bragging about stuff. Well, I am actually. Get a couple drinks in me and I will start talking. But but professionally, I'm not the type of guy to start talking about stuff before it's happened and, like, you know, try and get the people jazzed up. I'm going to be trying to tighten that up a little bit more too. But I got some cool stuff I'm hoping that comes down the pipe in this year for festivals and for, like, bigger shows and for more business opportunities to hopefully get me and the old man Ryan here out of construction work.
Yeah.
It's all about planning and crunching numbers and just, you know, doing what you got to do. And I think this year we're ready to do a little bit more of what we got to do in order to get there. And again, thank you all for your support. It's all you guys that continue to support us that cause this to keep happening. Okay? It's your fault.
It's your fault.
I don't know how it ended up worded that way, but
I don't know, but it makes me feel better.
How about this? Your support is the fuel in the treacherous machine that we grind the music scene with. Question mark?
Question mark?
No, you guys drive us. I know you guys really enjoy this, because if you didn't enjoy it, you wouldn't keep coming to watch it. And here's the thing about people who want to see us fail. I don't think that there is people out there that really, like, hate watch us or want to see us fail. I don't think we're that interesting. But if there is,
if there is, good.
Yeah, if there is, then here's the thing about hate watchers. They actually enjoy it because that's a piece of the content, you know? Waiting for somebody to crash and burn, or like watching something because you really enjoy it, you're still taking in the content. That's still enjoying the content. So we appreciate you guys too. We got some cool stuff coming up for the new year. Horrify is also going to be coming up with some new tunes. We got a new set list planned. We are not going to be playing any of the new or the old songs if we can avoid it. Joel said point blank he wants to just roll on with the new songs. He'd rather practice the new songs, record the new EP, and then start playing shows with an all-new set list. And I told him, yeah, buddy, I'm all with you. So Horrify's coming with some new stuff, new EP. We already got the artwork. It's fantastic. You guys are going to love it. And, yeah, shout out to 2023 for being an all right year. Shout out to 2024 for inviting us to enjoy what it's got cooked up for us. And we're very stoked about that.
Yeah.
The holidays.
Sneaky little devil.
That's right. Sneaky little devil is right. We had good holidays, and we're ready to get back to work. And thank you guys. Hope to see a bunch of you out on the 15th, and I hope to see a bunch of you back next Monday. So,
yeah.
Cheers, my sweet angels. Have yourselves a really good night. Goodbye.